Namaste. Today I'm just going to make a little video to demonstrate how to prepare yourself for monkey pose, also known as the splits or Hanumanasana. So, extending both legs straight out into Dandasana or staff pose. You can inhale, breathe, take your arms up, exhale, fold forward. The intention is not to get the shoulders close to the legs, but to get the belly close to your thighs. So if you find yourself doing this, go ahead and lift yourself out of that slump and focus more on bringing the belly toward your thighs than bringing your shoulders down to your legs. So at first, that might look just like this. Or your lower back might even be rounded, and if that's the case, then you want to start with a pillow underneath your knees. Whenever you're folding forward in Dandasana, we also call this caterpillar pose, you really want the attention to be focused on bringing the belly to your thighs. And in time, as you go through the stretch every day, you'll eventually be able to place your head down right below your knees, holding onto the bottoms of your feet. If you don't get enough of a stretch from this, you can add a block to the bottom of your feet and hold that and pull yourself forward. I just held that for maybe 2 seconds, but what you need to do is hold caterpillar pose for a full 2 to 3 minutes just to get that motion of the forward fold. The next thing you're going to want to do is come into half caterpillar by placing, let's do the right leg stretch first. So we'll place our left foot on the right thigh. Again, inhale, reaching the hands toward the sky. Exhale, fold forward once again, not just trying to slump the shoulders forward and reach for the toes, but rather bring the belly close to the thighs and bend in that way. So wherever your hands and arms come is exactly where they're supposed to be. The most advanced version of every pose is the one that's right for your body. So we're folding forward into half caterpillar. And this is a result of me stretching for years and years and years. If you put in the time, you'll get there. And it's rather quick. And then once you're flexible, you do have to keep it up, but really not as much. I probably do this once a week, honestly. Really honestly. Just once a week. I go ahead and check in with my yin poses, and the reason we hold these poses for so long is to open and stretch and warm the fascia. The fascia is that web-like structure that surrounds all the muscles and bones and holds us together in a stuck way to provide stability. But if we want flexibility, then we have to give the fascia a full minute and up to 3, 5, 7 minutes in some poses to just be able to open and expand and get the message that says, hey, she's stretching on purpose or he's stretching on purpose. Notice when you feel resistance to the stretch. Notice if you can just breathe into that and allow the stretch to happen. Soften behind your eyes, soften your jaw. Let your tongue come away from the roof of your mouth. Let there be no effort anywhere. Just allow the stretch to happen. Allow your hamstrings and calves to open and allow that fascia to lengthen and soften. I would hold this for 3 minutes on each leg. Once you finish one leg, then you start the next leg. You inhale, you exhale, you hold for 3 minutes. And once you've done that, then you can move into half swan. So this is also called pigeon, but in a yin setting, we rename all of the animals. So pigeon pose. See, I've got my leg out behind me here. Straight up behind me. This is just to open the hip flexors. And you can take your, normally you would take your swan down to the ground on forearms or even all the way down. But specifically for this stretch, when we want to open and prepare for monkey pose or splits, we're really just focused on Getting a really good stretch here in the hip flexors, so I invite you to stay up. Even press your hands down into the mat. Ground down from your fingertips. Press your pelvis toward the mat. Open your heart, press toward the wall in front of you, and just feel that opening here. So now that I'm stretching and opening my hip flexors, and I've already stretched and lengthened my hamstrings and calves and gotten my forward fold on with my half caterpillar, now I'm ready to put them both together and come into a split. Ta-da! Namaste.